Happy New Year, everybody! 2020. A new year of good and bad music. A new decade of good and bad music. But Marshall, the decade only starts in 2021! Cool, bro. I bet you must be a really fun person to hang out with, right? Right? Anyway, now that the year is over, I can actually make my list of the top 10 songs of the year list. I see people doing this like in December, and I think that's just stupid. Because a lot of good songs might be released in December still. So now that officially every single song of 2019 is out, I'm going to share my favorites in this new episode of Watchjojo, where I rank my top 10 favorite songs of 2019. Personal opinion alert. Those are songs that I've heard and loved this year. Don't get pissed at me because I never heard that song by our favorite Bulgarian band. I don't think I know any artist from Bulgaria, by the way. Share what you think and your list in the comments. I might hear your songs and share what I think too. So now, no more stretching, let's do it. Number 10. Training, X-Raiders. This is one of the reasons I've decided to wait until the year actually ends before posting this list. Since the song was released in the middle of December, it's an incredibly fun punk rock track. The instrumentals itself might not be exactly extraordinary, but they're really fun and energetic. The chorus is that chorus that every time you hear you want to sing along. This song gives me some strong vibes of when you go to a rock bar during the night and there's playing a local rock band, and you have tons of fun listening to them and drinking some beverages. It might be something that's personal, but this song truly is one of the best of the year to me. Number 9. Context, Temples. When Temples announced their third studio album, I didn't really know what to expect. Their debut studio album Sun Structures was amazing, one of the best of 2014 in my opinion. But Volcano, it was not good. So I was with mixed feelings about the next deliver, but luckily it was a pretty good album. The first single Hot Motion made me get confident with this album, but only the third single Context got me actually hopeful for it. This track has sort of an epic vibe to it. The instrumentals apparently have the idea to sound very intense, something that's when it's done wrong might make the song sound incredibly overproduced and bad. Heard that? Imagine Dragons. But here it was, done in a really pleasing way, which gave it a spot in this list. Number 8. Like a Sound, Children of the Sun. In their Facebook page, Children of the Sun described their sound as a hippie throwback to the Woodstock era. And while that side is definitely present, the vocals and instrumentation give me more vibes of Christian rock, which is not a bad thing, considering the song is here. The whole album Flowers was full of amazing tracks. But the track that most called my attention is Like a Sound. The verses have a small pleasing riff in between them. After a small while, the songs gain tempo, and the chorus is not only incredible, but is very addictive. And remember when I said that the fact that they sound a lot like a Christian rock band isn't a bad thing? So, Christian bands tend to have that distinct corniness into their music, but the psychedelic bluesy instrumentals of this band makes all the corniness that they would have vanish. Therefore, an amazing album, an amazing track is born.
Like a sound from above, love has never been stronger and never shut
down. Number 7. Shoog Shoog, The Hill. While the Gary kinda disappointed me, I can't deny that the album's third single, Shoog Shoog, isn't absolutely amazing. The instrumentals used by this band have names that I can't pronounce, so I'll try to adapt a little. The bass line of the song is undoubtedly the best of the year. It's incredible, astonishing. The rest of the song is also incredibly powerful. Like I said in my review of that album, it's almost like the soundtrack of a movie about the Mongolian Empire, making it one of the most unique and one of the most awesome tracks of the year. Number 6. Silver Bullet, Pixies. Pixies was a pretty big deal during the 80s and 90s. All of their albums before their disbanding were excellent, but the albums that came out after the comeback were okay at best. I wasn't exactly hyped for Beneath the Ire, but I still wanted to hear it. And boy, the last thing I could have expected is that this album would surpass even their classic albums. Undoubtedly one of the best albums of the year. It was almost impossible to decide which song I choose to appear here, but after thinking a lot, Silver Bullet was my final pick. The song has a smooth drive, and the lyrics are simple, and the instrumentals are near perfect. It has become one of my favorite Pixies tracks for a reason. It might not be as innovative and surprising as the rest of the album, but it's in its simplicity that it has its glory. Number 5. Old Town Road, Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. If you watched my previous video, then you already know what I have to say here. But yeah, here it is, the song of the year, a trap song that managed to gain the love of a person that dislikes rap. Old Town Road surely stands out to me among other trap songs due to the twist in the genre that the song proposes. Mixing country, a genre generally considered to be more rustic and traditional, with trap, a more modern, digital and polished genre. And when you put these genres together, I would have never expected that, but it sounds amazing. At least in this song it does. It definitely deserves to be the Billboard Song of the Year. Number 4. Lolly Willows, Blood Ceremony. Blood Ceremony is far from being your average rock band. Even though the name might make you have sort of a prejudice that might make you associate it with black metal and satanic music, in reality, Blood Ceremony is a band that most songs talk about witchcraft and the medieval times. And their music perfectly encaptures that sound. They are by far one of the most unique bands of the 2010s, and they surely surprised me with Lolly Willows. While their sound tends to be more epic, this song is straight up fun. It's the kind of song people would dance in the 7th century, just with a little more electrical sound of the 21st century. Absolutely wonderful track. Number 3, Cause I Love You, Lizzo. Lizzo was one of my favorite artists I discovered in 2019. Even though Truth Hurts wasn't exactly my cup of tea, the rest of her discography was. And this track for sure was her highlight. Just like Old Town Road, in this song there is a clear mixture of old and new here. Since in certain parts, the song gives us soul vibes, similar to the ones of Patti LaBelle and Anita Baker, just sounding a little more louder than them. And in others, it's pure hip hop and trap. Which, since you guys know that I'm a huge fan of Lauryn Hill, then you know that this is jackpot to me. But the way Lauryn Hill does it is different of the way Lizzo does, since Lizzo is a much louder musician, as proven by the frequent times that she pretty much screams during song, which is something that I feel it's not everybody that can do without sounding annoying. Here it's incredible, she is indeed one of the revelation artists of the year. Number 2, Coming Home, Pusha T featuring Lauryn Hill. I said I disliked rap, but for normal rap, I pretty much like only the stuff from the 2000s and behind. With a few exceptions, modern rap has just failed to amuse me. Pusha T is one of these exceptions. His album Daytona was way too short, and the singles were kinda meh, but the deep cuts were great. But for his next album, I have really high hopes. Sociopath might have been an okay track, but Coming Home, boy, Coming Home was outstanding. And if you think I'm only saying it because of Lauryn Hill is featured in this track, shut your mouth cause it isn't. The beat is marvelous, one of the best beats of the decade. Pusha T's flow is perfect, and boy, that song is produced by no other than Kanye West. Do I really have to say anything else? Yes, I do. Lauryn Hill, of course. Do you really think I wouldn't talk about her in the song? Of course I will. She nails it hard here. Her singing in the chorus is amazing, and her verse/bridge might be short, but it's still awesome. To me, this is not only the best rap song of 2019, but one of the best rap songs of the decade. After I praised the hell of Pusha T's new song, you might be thinking, how could one surpass this? Well, the answer lies right after the honorable mentions. Number 1. Join the Band. Commodore featuring Blues Pills. Commodore is one of those famous unknown bands that are just rock. They have nothing that truly sets them apart from other rock bands that try to revive the 70s vibe, and this might make them end up being obsolete in the future. So why a band like this is at the top spot of the best songs of 2019? Simple. This band tries to revive the 70s sound, as I said, but they nail it so hard that even the spirit they brought back. Most bands that bring back the retro sounds often nail to make their music sound like the music of the decade, but it's not the same thing as listening to the actual artists of the decade, such as Led Zeppelin or Deep Purple or Aerosmith. But Commodore, with this track and the other highlight track from their EP called 1984, they've captured so well the essence of the time that you can feel all the energy of the song flowing to your body as you listen to it. It legitimately makes us feel like jumping across the room yelling the lyrics of the song. And in the chorus, you can hear the backing vocals of Ellen Larson from the Blues Pills, which, as electrical as they are, it just adds to how awesome the song is. It might not be original in its idea, but it genuinely makes us want to join the band on stage and dance along to their music. And that's it. These were my top songs of 2019. What are your opinions on this list? What's your list? Please share in the comments. I'll try to listen to yours and share my opinion on it. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, because this is one hell of support to me. My name is Marshall, and see you next time.